do you mean have an opinion? You mean like what? Your quarterback's a stiff? I've had that same opinion for 5 years. How we doing now? Hey, welcome to the pack now. Good to see everybody's looking at his limitations and going like this. Well, Jalen Hurts has limitations. Well, you're 5 years in the rear, dude. Have yourself in shape, and you don't have to worry about shit like this. Good afternoon, Big Silz here. And I'll tell you what, man. One of the best teams I've ever covered is the Philadelphia Eagles because they live in the world of drama. They really do. They live in the world of drama. Now, let me go to the actual tweet here about Jalen Carter now missing Monday night. Adam Schefter reported and put it out just a couple minutes ago that Jalen Carter will miss Monday's game. And he will undergo a procedure, and he did this past Monday on both of his shoulders. That to me is a scope. I have put a call into Dr. Chow, so hopefully we're able to touch base with him and see if he can come up and give us more of a detailed what we're talking about here with a minor procedure here. So Carter now has undergone treatment on both shoulders, and he will be considered week to week. That's a good thing. And his return will be week to week. That to me is more of a procedure on scoping. Now, if we're talking about ligament damage, or you're talking about, and I've gone through all this, both on my shoulders and both on my knees, that when you hear week to week, that's a good thing. Because if you start hearing procedure where you're talking shoulder surgery, that you're talking about MRIs and you're talking about extended period of time. Carter wanted to be close to 100% as a possible playoff run. You got to worry about the Los Angeles Chargers on Monday. So my opinion too, and I'll say it again, should have your ass in shape, kid. Maybe things like this won't happen. If you're in better football shape, I don't know, something to think about. But obviously, it's been hindering him all year. His conditioning has been hindering him all year. His attitude has been hindering him all year. He's had an absolute brutal year. And on top of that, you're talking about a guy going under the knife who's in the conversation of having a contract negotiations this coming offseason. This has been, without a doubt, one of the worst years that you could possibly hope if you're Drew Rosenhaus for your client. Your client has had a horseshit year. And it's not just in the fact of him playing, but it's also in the fact of how he prepared for the upcoming season. You got to be disciplined, my friends, when you're in a position like this, especially when you're in the conversation of having a $32 to $35 million contract. You're not getting pity here, kid. They were fucking counting on you. They were absolutely counting on you this year to be an integral part and a force on that football team, and you have not been a force. Sileo had a Mark Holmes O-ring scope. Hey, Ultra Cowboy, you better win your fucking game tonight, or that game you played and won against Kansas City and Philadelphia, guess what? You're back in the rear with the gear and you're getting ready for the April draft. You better win that football game tonight against Detroit. If I were you, I would consider myself concerned about tonight. And I worry about scopes, kid, because you ain't out of this mix yet. That shitty start to your fucking season, you're on a respirator. So I'd hang in there. Too bad you're playing good football now and not at the beginning of the season. He had a shoulder issue last season, probably carried on through last season and into this year. Hey, man, anytime you got some issue like that in the offseason, take care of it, kid. Take care of it. A Jomo got killed last Friday too, my friend. So to me, the loss of Jalen Carter, well, look at it this way. You have no depth. Who's playing that position? Who are you bringing in there to play that position? Who is now elevated to play that position against the Chargers on Monday night? Who's the next guy up? Come on, Howie. I told you had no depth. By the way, that move you made by sending Booker to the Raiders is now going to be an impact move here. Okay? That Thomas Booker deal now, because Bennett didn't do shit for you, is come back to haunt you. How you doing? That's another shitty move by Howie Roseman. You sent that dude to the Raiders, who was a vital part of your backup and your depth. Silz, how long was I calling out the bullshit from this team? I said it was looking like 23 all over again. Kyle, appreciate it. Jalen blew out his shoulder manscaping. Silz, look at Ultra Cowboy, man. He's feeling frosty about his team tonight. Why are you trying to spend a narrative that was what? Why are you trying to? I'm going to assume you're going to say spin the narrative that he was faking it yesterday. Hey, dude, a scope right now, and it's not major surgery. I fucking still don't buy it. Screw you too, dude. A scope right now during the season. A scope. You know how many players in the NFL need a scope? Screw you. Fucking play. Scope. What are you talking about? A scope. And he's day to day, week to week? Whatever, dude. Everybody right now needs a scope. Everybody right now needs. I don't believe this guy. I don't. I think he's got poor character. Try having your shit in shape. Okay? You might not have to worry about that bullshit. Silz, what do you think about the Slay situation? I'll get back to that in a minute. You want to give a fat ass and a guy who's undisciplined the benefit of the doubt? You go right ahead, Marsh. I'm a little surprised that you would give a guy who's got poor character and fucking came into this year not ready to play the benefit of any doubt. I mean, what's with the attitude? What attitude? That the guy who was supposed to be the bell cow defensive tackle and the so-called best player in the game at that position was not ready to play? What are you talking about? What attitude? Attitude is he came in not ready to play. Narrative? What narrative? Now he needs surgery. Minor surgery. On what? His taint? I've got no respect for his season this year. Why is Silz so mad today? Because what I hate, once again, I hate people not living up to their abilities. And I hate people wasting talent. And I hate people wasting opportunity. That's what I hate. Okay? That's the number one thing that I hate. How about this? 12:30. 12:30, we will have Dr. Chow. Xander, if you can, let me fix this up here. I don't mean to do some producing, but we're doing this on the fly because we just got the information here, so we will send you a link. Do you have the information, Xander, for Dr. Chow? Just let me know if you have that information. So, like, video. Yeah, so we'll do Dr. Chow. That'll be at 3:30, and we will have him. We'll talk about that situation there. So let me say this to you here. Let me get this. We will copy this. Big Z, we will get this to you here. And we will do this, and we will move on here. There's Dr. Chow for 3:30. So 3:30, Dr. David Chow will join us, and we'll get an update from a doctor who was the former team doctor for the Los Angeles Chargers. You gave Mark the benefit of the doubt every fucking week when he has no character, asswipe. What? You gave Mark the benefit of the doubt every fucking week, and he has no character. What Mark are you talking about? I gave the benefit of the doubt. What fucking Mark are you talking about? I gave the benefit of the doubt to. Why you mad? I fry short of a Happy Meal. Dr. Chow. Not sure what that means, but all good. Let's just get off the offseason, rebuild the O-line, get in condition, and get the right OC. This team is one and done if they even make the playoffs at all. Okay, Mark Holmes? What are you talking? I gave Mark Holmes the benefit of the doubt. What the fuck are you talking about? The benefit of the doubt. Mark Holmes? Jalen Carter? I'm not sure what. Bro, try to put something in context where I understand what the fuck you're saying. Gave Mark Holmes the benefit of the doubt? Jalen Carter? What are you talking about? Jalen Carter doesn't want to put out any more bad tape this year. It's killing his value. Bingo! Bingo! Every time he plays and gets murdered, like he did on Friday, he loses $1 million. You're damn right. You and Mark are now lovers. It's no secret. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. What time is Dr. Chow? 3:30 Eastern time. He will be with us. 3:30 Eastern time. Dr. Chow, and by the way, Jason Cole will be with us at 5:30. Xander will be with us at 4:30. Marshall sounds like he's slow. No. Marshall's good. He's good people. He and I disagree on things. He thinks he's giving the benefit of the doubt to a fat guy who is fucking out of shape and not ready to play. And I don't believe him. He doesn't get the benefit of any doubt when you show up like that. I told you all year, the guy's like Sue and a great player. But also, I tell you what, I think Dominic Sue, though, Dominic Sue showed up to play every week. Okay? Dominic Sue was a great football player, though, my friend. All right? He was a great player. Okay? Dan, I'm sick today, but didn't want to miss your show. Do you think the Eagles would part ways? No, I do not. No, and I don't want to. I want him to play up to his ability. I want him to be the ass kicker he can be. I want him to be the superstar he should be. This is not a shit on him. This is to give him a kick in the ass. They need to kick his ass. Tell you what, you wait till I get a hold of Clint Hurt later. Kick that fucker's ass. Get him ready. Dude, he's such a good player. He's got so much upside as a football player. I think he's a good dude. I do. I think he's a game-changing type football player. Yes, I do. And I still believe that. He just had a shitty year with a shitty attitude, and he's been reading his press clippings. I'm this, I'm that. Bro, you ain't nowhere in the room with Quinnen Williams. You're nowhere in the room with that. Like, nowhere in the room. I'll tell you what, you got a good look at a great DT when the Cowboys played the Eagles a couple weeks ago. And I think he got a good look at what a good player looks like. And he was like, wow, that guy's fucking great. That's the level he has to play at. I think he can play at that level. Look, I'm not out on the kid. I'm down on the kid. You know what? I knew this was going to go on. All of a sudden, Jalen Carter gets hurt, and all you fuckers want to give excuses up for him being hurt and out of shape. I knew it. You get no sympathy here. This is the National Football League. The fuck do you think this is? Sitting in the stands? This ain't sitting in the stands league. I mean, go out and play, son. Okay? Missed the point once again, dude. I told you flat out. I hate to see when players don't live up to their expectations and their abilities. It bugs me. And it will always bug me because I was that guy. Okay? I didn't live up to my abilities. And I had stupid shit in my head. I thought dumb shit. Okay? I did. I had a procedure during the year because I thought I was playing bad. I cleaned up my knee against the Cardinals. I played the following week. Dude, I need to play better. I fucking failed because of my bullshit. Don't let that be you. So, as you know, I got to say something all good. I love you, bro. I love you. You know that. How you doing, man? We're boys, dude. We can go back. You can fucking shit up. Marsh, I love you. Honest to God. You're one of my favorite people in sports talk history I've ever talked to. We are good. Hey, I know what Slay's doing, and I'll hook you up in that in a minute, too, because I talked to Rosenhaus's boss. Or Rosenhaus's folks. Robert Bailey's thing. I'll get to that in a minute here. Stop saying Carter is better or near Chris Jones. Carter is an amazing ONG talent. Groups up and gets upright. Listen, nobody said he's better than, that's the people in here are saying that, unless you're saying that, right? He ain't better than Chris Jones. Who said that? Oh, there are people who believe that he's better than Chris Jones, but he's not. Carter's better than Chris Jones? Yeah, okay. Where? When? Or are you like, okay? Thank you, Xander. I think what they're doing is they're getting all these supers at me right away as fast as I can. I know. I thought it was me this time, but hey, listen, my wife will tell you I can't fucking read I can't read a crayon book. And now you guys are putting it in Braille here for me. Why don't you wait a couple weeks and then have an opinion? Fuck that. What do you mean have an opinion? You mean like what? Your quarterback's a stiff? I've had that same opinion for 5 years. How we doing now? Hey, welcome to the pack now. Good to see everybody's looking at his limitations and going like this. Well, Jalen Hurts has limitations. Well, you're 5 years in the rear, dude. You guys are 5 years in the rear. I've been telling, you know, hey, I hear John talking. John's been there, but I was there day one. Guy's limited. All of a sudden now, hey, the quarterback might be limited. Hey, welcome to the group. Silz, the team's issues are bigger than the coordinator. This is a head coaching issue and a front office issue. Of course it is. I don't give a shit who the coordinator is. Silz with the amazing U of Miami education. Thank you very much. Yeah, you know what that's called? It folds in your wallet because everybody that went to the University of Miami during my time was drafted. Thank you very much. Thank you. How you doing? No. I said Jalen Hurts had a top 5 resume. You missed it. Didn't you, kid? You will never take him out of the top 5 because of his resume. I never said ability. I said resume. That's all he has because it ain't ability. When it comes to star players and athleticism, he ain't it. I've never changed that. 2014 and 15, Sirianni was the QB coach in San Diego with the Chargers while Shane was quality control. In 16, Sirianni was demoted to wide receiver coach while Shane became the quarterback coach to the OC. 16 through 20. Nick cannot call plays. Amen and true. And thank you, Abe. By the way, thank you for the call this morning, Abe. It's the fans saying Carter is better than Chris Jones, not you, Silz. Silz, truth, justice, in the big Silz way. Bang, boom. Yeah, how you doing? Bing. Okay? You would have no idea what I'm wearing right now. Yes, sir. Carter is a badass motherfucker, period, when healthy, Silz. When was that this year? That one play he made in the Minnesota game? Oh, yeah. You better put that in his highlight reel on his cell phone so he can show all his girlfriends and DM them. Look at me. This is when I was good. Shane Steichen was the brains. Sirianni is just a dude. Oh, wow. What an epiphany. I can't believe that. Really? Oh. Big Silz right again. And Big Silz is always right. Remember, in the end, I will get you. When I make a prediction on something, it will come true. Barkley, damn, I was a year off. Shit, he's a stiff. Oh, hey, for the record, did John McMullen say on Birds 365 this morning that Derrick Henry was having a bad year? Did he say that? Do you think 1,400 yards this year and 4.7 yards a carry and 11 touchdowns is what he's trending for? Is a bad year? At 32? Is that a bad year? Wake me up. The Eagles would love to have that. So wait a minute. John McMullen said that Derrick Henry's having a bad year. He's going to end up with 1,400 yards at 32 years of age, 11 touchdowns and almost 5 yards a carry. That's a bad year? Like, in whose world? And that guy's 32. That's not a bad year. He's because he went for almost $2,000 a year ago. That's fucking Derrick Henry. That's not Saquon Cheese Barkley. That's a different dude. I'll tell you what. SOS, Emrayes. SOS. SOS, Emrayes. What's happening to your team? By the way, let's add this to the mix. How about this? How much do you think that offense's inability to stay on the field has also played a factor in Carter's injury? What have we been saying to you? The offense is destroying your defense in front of your face. The offense is destroying your defense in front of you. I have to do this because some of you can't hear it when we say it. You're not listening. You only hear 2% of what I say. It's ripping your team apart. The inability of that offense. My wife is sitting around with me watching the game on Friday. They played 86 fucking plays. I can't believe they didn't give up 50 points. Wait a minute. Your guys are getting banged up? Oh, and Jalen Phillips has a shoulder injury too? Jalen Carter has 2 shoulder injuries? Gee, wow, okay. This channel's for winners, not moaners. Brian Johnson was not under Sirianni's tree prior to 21, but Patullo has been since 18. Yet Brian had AJ for 6 games straight with 125 yards, yet Patullo can't. Patullo was also passed over twice. I mean, the guy's a stiff, but that's okay. They don't care if they put a stiff in there because they think the quarterback's limited. Whether the quarterback is limited or not, they're going to put a limited coordinator around him. And they're going to limit plays. I got the Chargers in a blowout, 42-16. No Jalen Carter. And Jalen Hurts at quarterback is a recipe for disaster. Let me go like this, okay? Let's see. Okay, well, if the show is for whiners and moaners, then you know what the show is for you? You would need to be on a show that's for glazers and knee walkers. Okay? Moaners, and what's moaning about a guy being out of shape and playing like shit all year and your offense playing like dog shit? Moaning? Facts. This guy don't like facts. You know what he likes? Walking around, looking up with his knee pads all day long. He's a knee pad dragger. AJ was right. Well, I love this guy, man. Marsh is a motherfucker. I love that dude. That guy is a great sports talk dude. People like that guy right there, WIP needs more of them dudes. That guy right there is what a true sports talk guy is. Hey, fuck you, Silz. By the way, just hang in there. You know we're good, but don't do that. All right? Perfect. Amen. Thank you. Not a knee wagger like this guy. We like fighters in here, not guys who walk around on their knees. Howie! 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 Nick! Hi, Nick! You know the guy that sits there like he's 14 years old at a Taylor Swift concert? That's M. Reyes. He's not like at a Taylor Swift concert. Howie! Nick, Jalen, oh my God. One of them guys, you know? Sits there and just like he's at a Taylor Swift concert. Sitting there going like, can you fucking believe it? Can you believe it? Offense going to have to win a game. Don't see the defense stopping anybody. How you doing? Right? Don't call me fat, son. I don't know you from a can of paint. Do me a favor. Get off your John McMullen knee pads. I'm the best team. That's a good one. Good stuff. Good stuff there. Good stuff. That's the way to lighten it up here, man. I want the kid to play as great as he can be, man. That's good stuff right there. Look at Philly. Oh, my God. Okay, Silz, Carter's a huge talent, but when you factor in the spinning issues, missing the New York Giants game, and now this, would you listen? No, I would not listen to offers. No, I have no interest in that. No interest in that. Okay? No way. Not in a million years. Because then if I start talking like that, I'm going to get my boy, New Jersey Maniac, get on a boat, and I'm going to take you on the, what was that boat called? The Stugats. And we're going to go on the Stugats, and we're going to get cement shoes, and we're going to put Big Pussy in a bag and throw him overboard, ain't we? New Jersey Maniac. I'm sure he's never had a charter for anything like that. We're going out on the Stugats. How you doing? All right. Silz, to be honest, I think M. Reyes is trolling me. You kidding me? I like him in here. You kidding me? You think this dumbass here? I like this guy. Yo, holy shit. You're all down super bad. Not you. I'm sure you're still on the victory parade float. So we're going to get it again. Repeat. 52-3. Kidding me, man? Big game coming from Hurts. 19-24, 256 and 4 touchdowns. Yeah, maybe in Madden. Jalen Carter's immaturity is a product of Sirianni's immaturity. Woo. That's a hell of a take. A more disciplined coach would hey, let me ask you something. How do you think Jalen Carter would do with Mike Vrabel? You think he'd have any of that bullshit? Okay? Rass wasn't on the float. He's never been to Philly. Dude's a straight Jalenite. Yeah. M. Reyes. Oh, no, not you. Tell me, let me guess where you're from. Hackensack, New Jersey. No way, man. You're not tough enough to be from Hackensack. Where would you be from? Let me guess. Elizabeth City, North Carolina. That's where you got to be from. You got to be from a place like that. Elizabeth City. Maybe you could be from Ocean City, too. You could be from Ocean City, Maryland. I could see that. Let me think of another one. You could be from, like, Secaucus, too. Yeah. Hey, right? The dumbass is from Secaucus. You're bro. Gotta be. No, your team plays like they're bored. Pottsville. Pottsville, PA. He's from fucking Pottsville. Holy cow. Okay. I'm from Texas, not Candyland, Connecticut like you, Silz. Candyland, yeah, right. That's sure weird. That's where I was raised, down in the Cove. Candyland. Yeah. How you doing? That's right. I'm 35 minutes to New York City. The hell this guy's talking about? This guy's out there in Texas, out there with the cotton gin. Sees all them, like, them cotton fields. The hell you got in Texas? You got football and steers. Okay. I got to worry about words on this platform. He's there in Texas with steers and I don't know. That was a saying at one time back in the day. I've forgotten that saying. I don't know what it was. I forgot it. So I'm glad I forgot it. No. I stopped. No. I didn't F anything up. Xander told me about words, so I had to be careful. He lives on the no, not going there. All right. So let me get to my topics. Jalen Carter's absence on Monday means what to the Eagles' chances of ending your 2-game losing streak? Anything? Means what? Oh, we'll get to Slay. I said this yesterday. I feel better about paying Jordan Davis. I feel better paying him. Oh, my God. A blowout. I got to tell you, man, in LA, I'm leaning Chargers right now. Hey, by the way, somebody do me a favor. Tell me with the news of Carter not playing in that game, if the odds of that game have come down. I thought it was 3.5 or 2.5. Let me know if that number has come down. Oh, Senor, you're not going to have to worry about that. Are you kidding me? When you guys were in Los Angeles at SoFi for the Ram game, it was like Lincoln Financial West. You wait until this game on Monday night against the Chargers. That thing is going to be that place is going to be packed with fans. You can bet your ass on that. I'll be at the game with my Scanner McKee and Scanner McKee. I love that name. DraftKings has the Eagles 2.5. It's really a pick'em game then. Eagles got fans all over the country. They absolutely do. It's a great fan base, man. Okay? Herbert got surgery too. Won't be 100%. The guy's left fucking hand and his left hand. You know, I know that you know the difference between left and right hand at night. You know the difference, Reyes? Left hand, right hand. He's a right-handed quarterback. So unlike you, which you are expert, you're one of them ambidextrous guys. From what I'm told, you told me that there's certain things you do. I don't want to go anywhere near that, but the left hand, he's not going to take snaps. He's going to be in shotgun more. It's not his throwing hand, kid. He's got a surgery on his left hand. Yeah, and you don't have Carter in the game. And you've got a stiff D. Let me see something here. Who's taking over for him? Let me guess. Let me see the great depth level of your football team with all your Timu signings. John McMullen, man, what a home run. Hey, Xander, that's got to be the home run nickname of all time. The Timu signings. That's got to be one of the greatest signings of our comments of all time. The Timu signings. Because here's another one here. So wait a minute here. Let me go here. So who steps up now that Jalen Carter is out? Brian Young? Ty Robinson? Who's playing? Who do you have on the team? There's Moro Jomo, Brian Young, Jordan Davis, Ty Robinson. So Ty Robinson is going to play for Jalen Carter? You know what I would do? I would move Moro Jomo to the 3 and move him to Carter's spot, and I would elevate Byron Young. I would elevate him. I'd put Young in there and put a Jomo on the other side for this game. I'd put a Jomo in Carter's spot. Possible BG. So you're going to put a relic out there. Woo! Baby! Hey, by the way, who's the third guy in the rotation, Pete? Ty Robinson? So you're going to head into the game with your defensive ends are going to be Young, Ajomo, and Robinson? Are the Cowboys going to win the NFC East? Oh, my God. If the Cowboys win tonight, are the Cowboys going to run down the Eagles to win the East? Holy shit. God. Hey, the Giants and the Redskins can win the East. The Cowboys can't. Silz, why don't the Eagles use more legit 5-man fronts? I don't think you have the personnel for that, intern Sirianni. I don't think you do. Wow. Everybody's upset with me in my commentary right now about Fat Guy Carter. Come on, Pillsbury. Let's go. Get them shoulder surgery on. That scope going. Silz, I personally not foolishly rushed JC back and risked the long-term health on a 1 year that was already cashed by Howie Roseman this year. Dude, I think it's a scope. I don't think it's we'll talk to Dr. Chow at 3:30. He's coming on the program. Hey, bro, one thing you know me, when I was 23, I had 13% body fat on me. I was 285 pounds. Don't fucking talk to me when I'm 24. I'm 60 years old. How you doing? Okay? I'm 24. I had 11% body fat on me. Ran 4.840s. 280. The fuck are you talking about? And by the way, I choose now to be overweight because I like to eat. But when I was younger, I had 11% body fat. Put BG in a Jomo spot and let Campbell. Hey, Campbell might see some more time out there on the edge. He might do that, okay? That's called the rewards of living a great life and having done things that other people have never done in their life. You're damn right, Cody. That's called a reward. Silz, it would be such an Eagle thing to do to break the 20-year streak and repeat in the division just to be one and done in the playoffs. You get in the playoffs and you get knocked out. How you doing? Starting to feel like that turd that won't flush. Oh, my God. Silz, didn't Jerome have some of the same maturity issues as Carter? Bud, you want that back? What happened to Jerome? Hey, Bud, you might want that back. Okay? I'm not healing on you. I'm just saying. Didn't Jerome have some of the same maturity issues as Carter? Okay? Well, where's Jerome today? Not healing on you, bud. Just saying. We don't want to go there. That's why I'm pissed off at him. Don't get on Bud. He meant well. I got it, and you're right. If the offense can't carry this defense, they're done. The offense got to carry the defense by playing 60 to 70% of the playing time and possibly more. Jerome Brown was already a Pro Bowler, yes. Okay? Right. RC, I am rooting for him to turn it around. I swear on my kid, I totally am rooting for him to turn it around. Okay? I am. I want him to. I do. I'm on his ass because I'm on both the D. Do you notice I'm on the DT's asses more than any other position on your football team outside of your quarterback? Why is that? Because that's a position that I'm partial to. That's a position that I know when I see great players. Davis has never lived up to the abilities that he has still to this day, and he's played much better. He has played much better, and I am thrilled at the way I'm seeing him play. You're heading into week 14. I feel pretty good about his year. Jerome Brown was Warren Sapp. Here's the difference. Jerome Brown is what Warren Sapp became. The only difference is Jerome Brown was a better man. We ain't winning shit this year. Silz was right. The mortgage this year for the future years. You're still in it, though. How we knew the league wasn't good. Listen, all the things we have said are now true. Our entire topics we brought up, all of them have looked like they're going to be true. Okay? Yes. I don't think he did the wrong thing. 26 and 27? I think you guys are going to be great. Do you remember what I said in the offseason also? I think you're going to win a Super Bowl in one of those years. But you're not winning it this year. Okay? But I do think in the next 3, you're going to win it. And you're going to be competitive every single year, this year included. Dude, the NFL is not that great right now. There's not really a lot of great teams. That's what makes your decisions that you did in the offseason really pretty good. Silz, you called that this year wasn't our year. Listen, let's see how it plays out still. You're still in this. Carter's out. Hey, this is why you have. Hey, by the way, all that shit that Nick talks about with Howie, well, let's see. Y'all soft already. Looking forward to next year. I'm with you. Hey, Ramir, hang in there. I'm looking forward to Monday night. Actually, I'm looking. This might be a great take here. This might be the take of the fucking day. You are onto something here, Boulevard. Why do you think there isn't a lot of great teams? You blame college. Okay, wait. Let me ask you guys something. Nolan Smith, Nakobe Dean, Jalen Carter. What do they all have in common? What do they all have in common? Hey, Silz, do left tackles in college football know how to play right? Another great conversation. I wish to God I had played on the other side and put my other hand down. No. I had a problem with my other hand being in the dirt. My left hand, my right hand. I was better with my right hand in the dirt playing the left tackle position. I needed to be able to put my left hand in the dirt, and I wasn't as good. So you're right. There is something to that. Okay? Let me say something again. Jalen Carter, hurt shoulder. Nolan Smith, hurt shoulder. Nakobe Dean, hurt shoulder. Gee, I wonder what these Georgia guys are doing down there. And you know what it is? They rotate so many players down there that those guys aren't physically prepared to play in the National Football League. You don't play a lot of plays down there. You play 30 plays a game because they're rotating guys because they're killing everybody. You know what? Is that by coincidence that every single one of those guys played at Georgia and all of them have shoulder injuries? I don't know. Maybe it is. Every guy you have from Georgia's had shoulder injuries. Interesting. Okay? That's game conditioning. That's playing a lot of reps. And when he had to up his volume in reps this year, oh, by the way, something else that we were right about. Remember when I told you guys and I said, hey, who's going to take on the double teams for Jalen Carter now that Josh Sweat and Milton Williams are not on the D line? You know what everybody said? Jalen Carter made those players better. Okay? I asked you a question. Do you not remember me saying Milton Williams and Josh Sweat, them being in that D line, you don't think took some of the double teams away? That guy is now affected on his shoulders and him playing all them reps and him taking on all them more double teams? Bingo. Boom. Wrong again. Wrong again. All of this is coming ahead. Your offense is ripping your defense apart in front of you. One day, you guys are going to sit, and when I throw the topics at you, it's not killing time. I throw those topics at you because I want to see how that's going to play out during the season. The replacements were never in the room. The toll that the 2K and the tush has taken its toll on the O-line. You don't have depth. Carter's going to take on more doubles. I'll tell you who I was wrong about. And I'll tell you who I was wrong about, and I'm happy for him. Nakobe Dean's a football player. Nakobe Dean's a football player. Okay? He's a football player. My problem with him is going to be if he can stay healthy. That kid can play. When he's out there, he's a missile in the entire defense. But get this. Be prepared. Your linebackers are going to have a horrible game Monday. They're going to have a horrible game Monday. Bond, Dean, and Campbell will play poorly Monday. Remember I said that. Hey, they're going to play poorly. Why? Because your D tackles are going to get blown off the football. The advantage you had with some of the injuries in the offensive line that the Chargers have, that has now been equalized because you lost Carter. So when you say that the Chargers don't have a good O-line, well, you don't have a very good D-line. Silz, the undersized players formula is not working. We need physically imposing players on the D-line. I'll tell you what, you want to see a gigantic team? Take a look at that Bears team. You want to see another gigantic team? Take a look at that Carolina Panther team. They've got wins against Dallas, Green Bay, and the Rams. They've got awful losses on that team, too. But I think that's just being young. Hey, and I'll make a point to you. I think Bryce Young's playing better football this year than Jalen Hurts. Bryce Young's playing good football. Let me make sure I'm right on that. And let me go to teams here and hang on here. Let me go to Carolina. Let me go down here and see what he's doing here and see where he's at right now. Bryce Young this year. Bryce Young's on pace for what? Not quite. Jalen's having a better year than Bryce Young. Hurts is having a better year than him. Yes, he is. Undersized offenses and defenses eventually break down in the NFL. So much for speed. Speed kills. It does. But one of the things I used to always love about the Patriots, gargantuan team. If you ever sat there and watched that team, he was terrible. That Patriots team under Belichick was one of the biggest human beings I've ever seen. No, I'm wrong. He's having a fair year, not a great year. He's having a fair year. Okay? Hurts has better weapons than Young. That's a fact. Yeah, I heard John McMullen go, I don't know why people automatically just assume that Derrick Henry's having a bad year because the Ravens are. He's not having a bad year. A 32-year-old back's going to go for 1,400 yards and 4.7 yards per carry and 12 touchdowns. That's a bad year? Well, what the fuck are you? Oh, wait. If your standard is 2,000 rushing yards or 1,700 yards rushing for Derrick Henry, yeah, he's off his pace, but he's going to get 1,400 yards this year. I mean, what are we going here? And he's 32. Barkley's going to be lucky to get $1,000. And he's at 3 something. This guy's at 4. He's almost at 5 yards a carry. Derrick Henry's at almost 5 yards a carry. Ain't no bad year. And he's going to have 300. Is Henry going to have 300 carries again? No way. At 32? I can't believe that. No way in hell. Yeah, no, he may. Derrick Henry, hang on. Is that guy going to carry the ball for over 300 carries this year? Shit, he's got 227 already. Wait a minute, he got 200 carries already. So let me see what he's going to do here. Derrick Henry's going to have 280 carries this year. They've lowered his carries. Usually he's a 325 guy. And he's still going to get 1,400 yards. Barkley is a product of failures around him. Line. Hurts lack of running. OC, etc. Yeah, Derrick Henry, give him the ball and let him run through people. That's who he is. Offensive line is averaging 6'5", 285. Well, that ain't very big. In today's NFL, that's not very big. Silz, college football doesn't develop players like when you played. Players don't want nil and the portal force coaches to win now. They take athletes and throw them on the field. Look at the quarterbacks. Yeah, they also rotate. Back then, you weren't transfer portaling. You stayed. I had Russell Maryland, Cortez Kennedy behind me. Those guys weren't seeing playing time. You think I'm fucking coming out? Not happening. Not fucking happening. That's why I was able to get 100 tackles in a year. As a DT, I had 100 tackles. That's why I was able to do that. I'm not coming out for anybody. I don't give a shit if you got Reggie Whitebeam. I'm not coming out. Jerome and I were not coming out. You were going to wait your turn. All running backs that had over 400 carries in a year, the next year they fell off. Henry, he's had a bad year. Now that's true. That's true right there. I'll concede on that. That's absolutely right. Cortez, I recruited him. His mom, Rose, was a wonderful lady. I loved the man. I was invited to his Hall of Fame induction. I loved Cortez Kennedy like more than you know. What a great guy Cortez Kennedy was. Special man, really, and a Pro Football Hall of Famer. And I was proud to teach him and coach him and recruit him for the U. I sure was. I just was excited. Okay? Okay? Gary's definitely had an effect. That with the other things mixed in, it equals a 1,000-yard season over a 1,500-yard, 1,700-yard season. Look, so many things have gone wrong with this year for Barkley. Silz, who would be, in your mind, the Mount Rushmore of pass rushers, edge rushers? Reggie? Bruce Smith? Lawrence Taylor? And Derek Thomas? I don't think there's a debate. Any chance we see the Eagles and Texans in the big game? Texans got a big. Who did the Texans play this week? They got a huge game this week. Oh, they played KC. Texans could knock KC out of the playoffs. The Texans are ascending. Kansas City's rolling back. Kansas City's season is on the line this week in week 14. Guys, we're starting to roll it down here now, man. I mean, all these games matter now. Okay? All these games matter. How to receive good news tomorrow on the how to receive good news tomorrow on the offensive advisory. Maybe. I don't want to go crazy because I don't want to ruin a friendship here. I think it's really hot. Look, how about this? I think if you didn't egg, not you, but I think if Kevin Petullo's house wasn't egged, Frank probably in the building. But Frank in the building after Kevin Petullo, well, you don't want to emasculate somebody. And I don't know you're even going to want to make that. Now, look, they may do that behind the scenes and then announce it a little bit later. And Frank all of a sudden shows up at practice and they start reporting it. I don't know how they're going to do this. This is the game of the year. Our offense has to come to score fast, and it has to score often. We have to force Chargers to play catch-up and pass the ball. If not, Hampton and company will do exactly what the Bears did against us and run the fucking shit over of the Eagles. Absolutely, Marsh.